everyone. Welcome to Cocktail History with the Freeborn County Historical Museum, Library, and Village. I'm Stephanie Kibler, Executive Director, and with me is Risha Lilienthal, Coordinator of Exhibits and Collections. And today we're featuring the Dark and Stormy. We kind of picked this because of April being
tornado
weather awareness, tornado month kind of thing.
Right.
And as we were talking cocktail history, all of a sudden the sirens went off and we were like, hey. So this is an interesting drink. It was invented in Bermuda, which is kind of appropriate, because Bermuda is considered what the Devil's Triangle, shipwreck capital of the world. With 300 identified vessels lying ruined at the bottom of the surrounding North Atlantic Ocean. Those are just the identified.
Yeah.
The title, Devil's Triangle, or Bermuda Triangle, or shipwreck capital of the world. Sorry. Second COVID shot. I have brain fuzz apparently. Is not necessarily supernatural phenomenon or due to storms. It's actually their 200 square miles of coral reef. I didn't know this. And the coral reef shreds the hulls of the ships. Did not know that. I assumed it was, hocus pocus.
Right.
Or
like the stormy.
Yeah. But anyway, in the early 1800s, a gentleman named William Gosling was selling liquor in London, but the New World beckoned him.
An adventurer.
Right. So he and his son chartered a ship named the Mercury and set out for America with 10,000 pounds sterling worth of wines and spirits.
Ooh, that sounds like a fun boat.
Right? And apparently you don't get to imbibe though while you're... So the voyage, however, didn't go quite as planned. They were at sea for 91 days, and they never made it to America. They ended up in Bermuda.
Okay.
The Mercury spent 91 days so 91 days on
the ocean.
My brain is muddled. 91 days on the ocean, and we're not even muddling anything today.
Your brain's a little cloudy right now.
I'm cloudy.
Dark and stormy.
I'm not feeling so stormy.
Just dark?
Just not even dark, just cloudy. Just a little cloudy. But they lost their charter, or their charter expired. So the beleaguered crew put into Bermuda.
That's a fun word.
Can you imagine though, you're exhausted and what do you find? Bermuda.
Yeah.
So why leave?
You got me?
If my ship sailed into Bermuda, I might stay. I'd stay in Barbados. I really love Barbados.
And he was an adventurer, so it's a new spot. Let's see.
So he liked it so much, they set up shop on King's Parade in St. George. And in 1924, the Goslings shop was relocated to Front Street in Hamilton, where they still have a store.
Wow.
Isn't that
pretty
cool?
good? That's a good run.
1824 to 2020. Gosh, I wonder if they'll do a big celebration, 200 years.
Should.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Book your tickets now.
You get tickets now. In 1860, they imported their first barrels filled with rum.
Wait, when?
1860. So gradually, as they refined their process and produced one of the world's best, most distinctive dark rums, which I have not heard of this, Goslings Black Seal. So I'm going to go look for this.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
It's apparently available worldwide. Consumers originally would take bottles and bring them right to the barrel and refill their own bottle from the barrel.
So it was nice just on its own. They just wanted it on its own? Nice.
Apparently. I don't know. I suppose they took it home and could have mixed it.
Okay.
We'll get to that. We'll get to the mixing. During the First World War, the Goslings began distributing their rum in champagne bottles. that they collected at the Royal Navy officers' mess. Apparently the Royal Navy officers were champagne drinkers.
Really? Well, I know that, okay, that's a thing I had about the Royal Navy was, where did I put it? Oh, yeah, rum is synonymous with the Royal Navy because sailors were given a daily tot of rum from 1865 until the ration was abolished fairly recently in 1970.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, the bottles that the champagne bottles that they were getting, so rum and champagne, who knew, had a particular black wax on them. So that's how they got the name. The Goslings Black Seal was from the black wax.
I was thinking like a seal.
Good. And I'm saying I have a cloudy brain. I get words.
Word association.
Yeah, sometimes, and I look at people and I think, what are you saying? No wonder you're looking at me that way. So this same group of naval officers also were doing homemade ginger beer. And the Naval Officers Club ran a ginger beer factory.
Oh my gosh.
Exactly how the rum and ginger came to be mixed is unclear, possibly because it was good at easing seasickness. Oh no, this is why it was popular, I'm sorry. So this is great for seasickness.
Wow. Is it good for like car sickness too, do you think?
I would guess any kind of motion sickness. Wouldn't you guess that's kind of the same thing? I don't know. But they believe this came to be by possibly a drunken sailor spilling his rum into somebody's ginger beer.
And then them going, oh, not bad. That's
Dark and Stormy.
Oh, fun.
I thought that was kind of cute.
Yeah.
I thought this was kind of cool too. The drink got its name allegedly from an old sailor who compared the drink's murky hue to a storm cloud.
Aw.
Like the color of storm clouds.
Mm-hmm.
So
Neat.
let's see if that does. We've never had this. I've never had a Dark and Stormy.
Either.
Now to make it proper, you are supposed to use Black Seal rum.
Okay, but this is the rum I have.
Right. So we're using Kraken.
Yes.
Which the bottle alone
Isn't
fascinates
it
me.
so amazing?
Love the logo.
The little
yes.
The handles, which actually I found out that it's called a Victorian rum bottle.
Ooh.
Because the loop handles here is based on a tradition of having your bottles hung to prevent breakage.
I was just looking to see if it gave any
reason
like little fun history or anything.
Well, okay, they bounced off of a Norwegian lore on the Kraken, because that's one of our earliest writings on Krakens are from old Norwegian history.
Oh, like that's kind of cool. I didn't know that.
Norse mythology and stuff they had it in. And in 1755, a History of Norway book described the giant squid as being as large as a number of small islands. And when a giant squid began to sink, it would cause whirlpools that sucked everything down with it.
Oh.
That's in a History of Norway.
Is that called an eddy? EDDY? Is that when that?
Oh, I don't know. I always thought it was like a whirlpool.
I think, well, it is, but I think I'm wondering if that's also called an eddy.
Maybe. I don't know. But I am fascinated with the idea of the creature, the Kraken. Like when I took zoology and we talked about squids, and they have a beak.
I know.
Oh.
Wow, right?
But a giant squid can be larger than a whale, stronger than an elephant, with a beak that can sever steel cables. So like a giant squid is where the Kraken came from.
So, there's a movie.
Pirates of the Caribbean?
Is that where yeah, that's got a Kraken.
Yeah.
That's not the one I was thinking of though. There's a Norse mythology one with Antonio Banderas. And I swear, I didn't bring my phone, can't Google it, folks, but it's actually good. It's actually I'm not an Antonio Banderas fan. I find him tedious. But I liked him in this movie.
Okay.
And I think I watched it like 3 times in a row because I felt like I was missing things. And it is a little violent because it does talk about plundering and
Sure, piratey things.
yeah, arr. Although I don't think Norwegians did that. Norsemen didn't go arr. Arr,
I mean, you
maybe.
never know.
I feel like that's not a Norseman.
All right, should we mix?
We should mix. I forgot a bottle opener though, which I think is right to your left there. Ta-da!
Rifle through every single little thing.
So we have filled our little glasses with ice. You're supposed to use a Tom Collins glass, or which is otherwise known as a highball glass. We don't have any of those, and my thinking that this was a different day than it was, I did not bring them in with me today.
Any glassware works as long as
Right,
it takes the
and I think just given, this seems to me it could have a kick to it, so we're gonna have these. So normally it would be 2 ounces of rum, so we'll do 1 in each glass.
Okay. 1 ounce each glass. And okay, also giant squids, they live in the deepest, darkest places of the ocean.
So do they live down at the bottom? What's that little fish that's got the
The
light bulb?
anglerfish?
Yeah. You know, you can buy a lamp.
Yes, I want one.
It's pretty awesome. Yeah, that's a fun little fish too. So that one lives down in the depths of
It's food.
And then it is 4 to 5 ounces of ginger beer per drink. So I think we can split that bottle in there and we should be good.
Okay. And squid release ink in the ocean, so it's like a dark cloud.
Sorry, I went to
Dark
Finding
and-
Nemo. You made me ink.
Yes. I love that.
Oh, that little one was so cute.
Oh, see,
Well, I'm
that's
not
what
quite getting the
happens.
cloudy.
Is that's it?
That's it.
What about
And
a
a
lime?
wedge of lime. So I'm gonna let you grab your own. I'm gonna do it. It doesn't say a squeeze it, but I'm gonna give it a little squeeze.
Well, here, I'm not going to, and then I will. You put it in.
I did. Well, now it looks a little cloudier. Smells good. Gosh, that's a
Smells
super. Ooh, I just went back to Barbados.
Oh.
Okay, so I've had Captain Morgan and ginger ale, which is kind of a takeoff on this. This is way better with the ginger beer and the dark rum.
Really?
But when we were in Barbados, they have a little rum factory on the island called Mount Gay Rum, which was really fun. And I can remember we brought back bottles of Mount Gay. But again, this is better than.
Better. Well, this Kraken rum itself is a very new rum. They started making it in 2009 and finally, released it in 2010. It's distilled from molasses made from sugar cane that's grown in Trinidad.
Okay.
It's aged for 1 to 2 years, and it has cinnamon, ginger, clove. It also has a lot of caramel and vanilla elements in it, so it's a lot sweeter. But it's one of the sources I read said that Captain Morgan is better for sipping, and Kraken's better for mixing.
I'm not a rum sipper.
No.
No, I mean I like to sip bourbon or whiskey or vodka. I'm not a rum sipper. I don't know why. I haven't tried this one though.
It's good. I enjoy Kraken.
I like this.
Do you have anything else?
Well, I forgot what I was going to lead in with, and now I left it on my desk because I was going to do the teaser on
yeah, the teaser with the colors for farmers.
Yes. So you'll have to listen in on our popcorn history, everybody, because I think it was the year 1891 here in Freeborn County. Some men got together and were trying to come up with a weather warning system for farmers. And they had a plan to set rockets up with different colors for the different storm warnings. It doesn't say that it ever happened.
No, but that was a plan.
But it was a plan, and I
I
thought,
love that.
that's kind of like, now we've got our modern day storm warnings that
Right.
whatever they do, that go out across everywhere. I mean,
Yeah.
farmers, everything hear them. So, yeah, that was going to be my lead in. But hello, cloudy brain.
I do have a connection to Freeborn County.
Okay.
Well, first I just wanted to talk about how we talked about tornadoes. Freeborn County between 1950 and 2019 had 52 tornadoes.
So, there's a tornado index.
Yeah.
And the state of Minnesota is like 135.26 on the scale.
Okay.
It has to do with the number of tornadoes over history.
Mm-hmm.
Freeborn County is 262.35.
See, I believe that.
It's high.
Because it had a whole map that I looked at, and Freeborn County was one of 8 within Minnesota that had 40 or more in that
So was
same
Steele
span.
County on that map too?
Steele
or-
County was, but it wasn't in the red.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, like Polk County was one.
Okay.
This was the furthest south one that was
Interesting.
more than 40. Yeah.
I had not realized that we were that much higher
Yeah.
than surrounding counties.
And
We must just have a good atmospheric
Right.
something going on.
Right. But the other thing I had too was we recently got in a group of photos added to our collection that was documenting the 1952 Manchester storm. And one of my favorite descriptions that I have ever written for a collection item is as follows. So it's a black and white photograph of Kenneth Meeran's Place east of Manchester after the 1952 Manchester storm. A destroyed building is to the left of a silo, and a lone chicken stands within the debris.
Oh. The survivor. Right? The
And
survivor.
it's this white chicken among a whole bunch of debris.
Was it clean? Like you could see it was a nice, clean little white chicken?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was it was just standing there,
Where do
like
you
with
suppose
its
she
little
was
tail.
hiding?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's just a lone
It
chicken.
was one chicken. Just gonna jump back here to the Black and Stormy, because this was kind of cool. Well, kind of interesting. They did trademark this, and they have 2 trademarks on it. And that's hard to do for cocktail recipes. So the recipe is trademarked.
Wow.
There are only 3 others that are trademarked. The hand grenade, which I don't know what that is, but we have to look into that. The painkiller, which I've heard of, and the Sazerac,
Oh, okay.
which we are going
We
to
would like
feature
to do that one,
eventually.
yeah.
Yeah. And it has had to be defended on several of occasions.
Wow.
So I thought that a drink, it wouldn't even occur to me. How do you get a trademark on a cocktail? Right? I mean,
Yeah, because like you could almost
Forward
I
in
guess
history.
they made the specific rum that
maybe
you're supposed
that's
to
it.
use.
Maybe that's it with all 4 of them.
Mhm.
So we'll have to delve into that a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm curious about the hand grenade.
We could do a lot with that one.
We could do a lot with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting. Well, this is really good.
I do enjoy this.
This would be really good on a patio, which is why it's the drink of Bermuda, on a patio with a palm tree and an
Oh
umbrella.
my gosh. And it's another sailor one too.
I know.
You know, those
And
sailors
naval.
and their drinks navy. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that explains the lime that gets out of it.
Scurvy. Gotta
Scurvy.
protect.
Cheers to scurvy.
Scurvy.
See y'all next time.